Hey, Matt here. Killer Kyle. Welcome to Fury. Let's do this. Hey, Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle, and welcome back to Wheels of Fury. And we just did our NXT review, our prediction show, and we're gonna talk about now Survivor Series. Every year it's always interesting, and we try our best to think of good matches and have positive feedback, and this should be pretty cool. I mean, we've had invasion angles before. I think this is a hell of a lot better than the 2001 invasion angle.
Yeah.
With ECW, WWE, and WCW, or at the time WWF. You got NXT involved, so I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I can't wait.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. The matches they've got, I tell you, are gonna be something really interesting to watch. And who knows, we may have a difference of opinion as far as winners we pick.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll have any rants, not likely, but yeah.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
So let's go with the triple threat women's match. We've got Battle of the Champions. We've got Becky Lynch. We've got Bayley. And we've got Shayna Baszler. Now you look at what happened with Bayley in recent weeks and her turning heel. We talked about Finn Balor in NXT. This was a long time coming for Bayley.
Most likely, yeah.
I mean, through the years that we've been doing this show, we've been talking about she needs a badass side to her, and sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. So, I mean, this was actually interesting how it all came about. I think that the whole thing at Hell in a Cell was kind of rushed for her being a heel or whatever. So when she finally did that, it made a lot more sense. So I mean, that being said, it's kind of funny how watching a review and having somebody say that she's got an old lady haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
But I look at it too. I mean, she spent the majority of her career, when she was in her 20s, looking like the typical, I guess you could say, teenager, or whatever you want to call it. And then, now that she's 30, she's going for a more mature look.
Yeah.
And whatever. So, I think that's pretty cool in itself. you can't always have the side ponytail and the inflatable tube men forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where that is. You've got Shayna Baszler that has defeated a lot of the women in NXT with the tap, snap, and crack, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Becky Lynch, who is one of my favorite female wrestlers of today.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough call, actually.
Yeah. Shayna Baszler is one of the few people that is going to be pulling a double duty.
Yes.
You got her in this match at Survivor Series, and then also she's going to be taking part in the women's War Games match.
Right.
So, the thing to kind of think about and ultimately take into consideration is how much is Shayna going to be beat up from that match?
Yeah.
And will that impede her in any way in this match with Becky and Bayley?
Right.
Yes, we have said for quite some time that Bayley needed something more.
Yeah.
She's had really good matches her entire career. She's been that one that, will get in the ring and take care of business and get the job done. And, she was, the hugger and hug life and
Yeah.
having the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man and although they call them the Bailey buddies, but you see them on a fucking car salesman lot. Anyways.
Yeah.
And there were moments for Bailey where she would get mad during a match, whoever it was against, and just be aggressive and hard-hitting and really gritty and wanting to get the win. And it's like, okay, we need to see more of that.
Yeah.
Not just have it be a once in a while thing, or this person really made me upset by doing whatever they did.
Right.
I'm going to get mad now and start to kick the shit out of them. Wanted it to be a little more of a regular thing.
Right.
Ever since she's basically gone heel now,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like we're getting more of that, which is great.
Right.
It's ironic, though, how when both Sasha and Bayley decided to go heel, or they were told they were going heel, whatever the scenario was, both of them were like, let's change our hair. Sasha had the purple hair for many years, and then, hey, I'm going to change my hair blue. Bayley goes heel and chops most of her hair off, and it's like, okay, I get it, new you, new look, but it's like kind of the obvious change that a lot of people are going to notice.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, when you look at the first time she explained herself, which I thought was pretty cool, because a lot of people who turn heel, a lot of wrestlers, don't owe anybody any explanation for why they did what they did. She at least did. I think her promo or whatever on Miz TV was not as good as it could have been. I think she was just getting into the heel mode. I think the life sucks and then you die bullshit was like,
Little unnecessary.
yeah,
Kind of over the top.
yeah, wait, Vince McMahon. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just fucking interesting that she would do that. But at the same time, her and Sasha are still one of the strongest forces in the women's division.
Mm.
And I'm glad that Sasha's still in because they said that she was going to be out of action for a while.
Yeah.
So, look at it this way too. You've got Bailey, but you also have Becky Lynch, who definitely has had one hell of a year. You know, last year, around this time, she got her nose busted open
Yes.
by Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And still fucking stayed in there. That goes to show you how tough she is.
Oh, yeah.
So I look at it, you know, she definitely is one of the toughest wrestlers today in that division. You know, I think that she can win the match. But then you got Shayna Baszler. Now, what's interesting is you've got the current NXT wrestler against two former NXT wrestlers.
And the current NXT Women's Champion.
Exactly.
Against two former
Yes.
NXT Women's Champions.
Exactly. So, that being said, she is not going to be fresh in the match because she's already had a match on NXT War Games.
Mm-hmm.
So, she'll probably be battered and bruised and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be 100%.
No.
That's just the way it is. So, you can have Bailey winning, or you can have Becky winning. I don't know. That's going to be one of those things. Where's the better brand?
Yeah. And as far as the whole thing about, like, oh, Becky and Baszler are underestimating me and I need to prove myself and show that I'm a legitimate threat and all this other stuff. It's like, okay, Shayna and Becky were mostly focusing on each other and not really paying Bailey any heed. And Bailey was like, yeah, I'm in this match too. You guys gotta deal with me as well. And it's like, okay, that's all well and good. Kinda childish in a way, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's kind of bad writing, in my opinion. Because, again, like I said, with Finn Balor, there's a part of me that thinks that it did come from the heart.
Like, I mean, I can understand her wanting to show that, like, you know, she shouldn't be overlooked. It's not gonna be all about Becky and Shayna. It's, you know, a three-way match and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But just the fact that, like, she, like, it was cool what she did on NXT.
Yeah.
There's just the little quality about it that's like, something's missing.
I know.
Not trying to take anything away from Bailey, it's just, you did what you needed to do, there's more that should have been done.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just want to see more of her being a heel and not being a bully.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what's going on right now. You know, it's not high school, it's fucking professional wrestling. And you're 30 years old, start acting like it.
Yeah. As the old saying goes, act your age, not your goddamn shoe size.
Pretty much, yeah. So, it's gonna be a coin toss. I'm not sure who's gonna win this one.
Yeah, like you said, like we both said, basically, Baszler's probably gonna be a hurting unit by the time this match comes around on Sunday. And I'm sure she'll be able to hold her own, but I mean, it could very well be one of those things where maybe Becky and Bailey try and see if they can eliminate Shayna and take her out of the equation and have it be a one-on-one match. Now, That's not to say it's going to be that way the whole entire match. It just seems to be, depending on how injured Shayna is come this match,
Right.
they're gonna both do their best to keep Shayna out of the equation as much as possible, so that it's basically like between Raw and SmackDown who's gonna be up brand. Now, you could have Shayna get a surprise win in this match.
Yeah.
I don't know, but really all depends on how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't pick a decisive winner. I just don't think that Shayna's gonna win.
Yeah.
So either Bailey's gonna cheat because she still has Sasha Banks in her corner,
Yeah.
or Becky can pull off a surprise.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we have now a match I'm looking forward to. So we got this match. We got a triple threat take team match. We have the War Raiders, or Viking Raiders as it were, versus Red Dragon versus the new team that's going to be in the match. You've got the New Day,
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, and Big E.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. It was the Revival, and I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be an interesting match.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. You got really good teams here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we just watched NXT,
Mhm.
so you saw the tope suicida that Hanson did
Yeah.
off the middle rope.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, you've got Red Dragon, who've definitely been one of the best take teams all around the world. Definitely one of the best NXT take teams of right now. And then, you know, New Day, who are... I can't fucking lift my ass.
Yeah, no, don't even attempt it, bruh.
Foul! 7-time WWE Take Team Champions.
Yes.
So, anyhow, yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I think the thing is, though, is that New Day definitely have this thing where they're not really taken seriously as a take team,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. So there's either going to be like two things. I heard talk of a Big E heel turn. That's been going on and been talked about forever. I wish that Kofi would have been WWE champion for that, but it is what it is. That doesn't really work either because they're
No.
still tag team champions.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure. They got the veterans in Viking Raiders and Red Dragon, so I'm not quite sure. Like, it's again another toss-up.
Yeah.
So
For
yeah. If I were to pick one, though, I will say Viking Raiders. And I know that they've been in matches where they've had squash matches on Raw, so I mean they did really well this week on NXT.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's see what they can do at the Survivor Series.
Yeah. And kind of the unique aspect of this match, if you will, and probably nobody really has thought about it, and maybe nobody really cares all that much, but if you are a wrestling fanatic, if you will, and you know this, maybe not necessarily pay attention to it, but it's something about this match that adds to it especially as intrigue to it, but intrigue doesn't really matter. Anyways, both the Viking Raiders
Whatever.
and Red Dragon both came from Ring of Honor.
Yes. Also, they wrestled in Japan.
True, yes.
You had basically that's it. I mean, I know
Yeah.
they wrestled elsewhere, but it's basically those two teams were on those two brands. So it's pretty cool to see that, and I think that it's really going to be, that's why it's going to be difficult to choose. But I will say the Viking Raiders, because I know that these guys, yeah, they're big men, especially Hanson, but they can fucking move.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw the tope suicide, that Hanson did. So
Yeah.
there it is. It's like, that's crazy. So, I mean, that's my pick.
Yeah. Something else I just thought of. You have Viking Raiders, after they win the Raw Tag titles, talk about how they were Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, NXT Tag Team Champions, and of course now the Raw Tag Champs. Well, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish held the tag titles in Ring of Honor. They held, I believe it was the IWGP Junior
Yep.
Heavyweight Tag Team titles.
Yep.
And right now, they're the NXT Tag Champions again. Whenever they do maybe end up on the main roster, and whether it be Raw or SmackDown, and say they win the tag titles on either brand, both two teams that are the Grand Slam champions.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're the equivalent of, let's say, an Austin Aries, who's won every fucking title, except for WWE, fuck you, Vince, imaginable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know Red Dragon has wrestled elsewhere. I just, right now, don't really know, and I could post it on here. However, yeah, they're definitely one of the best teams that I've seen in the last 10 years.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt.
Yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they can do.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would be interested in seeing a showdown with Ivar and Big E.
Yeah,
That
that
would
would
be
be
interesting.
interesting. Now, let's say in the future, Big E does turn heel. It would be interesting to see what happens with, I don't know, where he goes with that.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me that he's, fucking not going to be WWE champion, because we all know that Kofi Kingston is the first African champion.
Mm-hmm.
So don't give me that racist bullshit.
Yeah.
He's done what he's done in the business, and he's been a very good singles wrestler. Way back in the FCW days, also when he was with Ziggler and AJ Lee. So, I think he could still do it as a singles competitor.
Yeah.
It just depends on when.
And not to mention the fact also too that Big E even held the NXT Championship.
That is correct, yes.
My hypothesis is if Big E does turn heel, how would you go about it and what would you do with it?
Yeah, that's the thing that
And where would you go with it?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
exactly.
Because Xavier Rhodes is injured right now,
Yes.
and this time he's not there. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't just have the New Day as a tag team. They were always a trio, and so it's like I don't know what's gonna happen. I could see Big E and Kofi feud, but at the same time, you know, is it gonna be Kofi in a different theme music? Is it gonna be Kingston back to his original? I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
So it's gonna be interesting when it does happen, but I guarantee you right now it will happen. Now that being said, I am still gonna say Viking Raiders. I mean, I've already said that a few times already, so.
I might just go Viking Raiders myself, just because of the fact that they could very easily take out Red Dragon,
Yeah.
and the unknown factor of the New Day will be very interesting. It's just something interesting could end up happening, and more than likely the Viking Raiders will get the win. They could basically like isolate Big E and get the win on Kofi, or get the win over either member of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Right.
Really all depends.
Yeah. So now we have the SmackDown Women's Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
So we have Team SmackDown. We've got Natalya, the Kabuki Warriors, and Sarah Logan, which
Yeah.
was on NXT. And we haven't seen her in I'm not sure how long.
Yeah, really.
So we're taking on Team Raw, which is Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross.
Yeah, and of course you got
Oh,
Charlotte Flair also on the Raw team, and for NXT you've got Rhea Ripley,
oh,
and that's it.
oh, fuck off. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's wow. So, I mean, yeah, it's fucking.
Fucking.
So you couldn't even have Raw versus SmackDown? This whole thing with, I get it. NXT, you want NXT to be involved. But I look at this, you know, to be announced. It's the same with the men's, you know? Like, what the fuck? You are a few days away from the Survivor Series. You don't even have a fucking team for your fucking women or men. So, what's gonna happen? You should have just had it a Raw versus SmackDown men's and women's Survivor Series match. Once again, we're going and we're just off the fly. We're gonna do it off the fly. That to me is so fucking stupid that I don't know why anybody will pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one of those things where you have good matches and then you have, well, two Survivor Series matches that don't really make any fucking sense. So, you know what? Whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I can't even pick a fucking winner.
Yeah, I mean, the Raw women's team is fairly strong, you know. Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Natalya, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan. They just kind of threw her in there because they need to do something with her.
Yeah.
You know, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross. Pretty good team.
Oh, I know. And they are. But why the fuck are you having NXT in there? Like the
The whole Survivor Series is basically going to be based off of that.
I understand.
Raw against SmackDown against NXT. Yes, they should have had both these teams for men's and women's Survivor Series match figured out already. But it goes back to what I was saying about Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for 3 weeks, and you're hyping the hell out of it and doing a damn good job at it, but yet you negate a fourth member of Tommaso Ciampa's team, and then here you have, okay, one member already so far for your women's team for the 5-on-5-on-5 elimination match, but you don't have anybody for the men's side? Come on, what are you doing? What's with the slacking off here, people? Come on, Fugazi!
Fucking bullshit. You know what? No wonder you're fucking losing in the fucking ratings, because you don't have a fucking clue what you're doing!
We'll subtitle that at the end of during editing.
Pretty much. Fuck. AEW. So now we have the men's Survivor Series match. We got Team Raw, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Ricochet versus Team SmackDown, Roman Reigns, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, Maleficent, and Shorty G.
Yeah.
And then, of course, NXT, well, fuck it. Okay. Same thing. I just... Why?
You suppose they'll make this huge announcement or whatever in the kickoff show?
They fucking better, because I just, that's my view. It's basically... Well, I can't say that either. That's not true.
No.
It's just 2 fucking matches.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, I don't fucking know. So now we got a mid-card triple threat. We've got the United States Champion, AJ Styles, versus the Intercontinental Champion, knocking on heaven's door, Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah. Versus the NXT North American Champion, Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
This match is going to be cool. I mean, you've got the veteran of New Japan, Shinsuke Nakamura. You've got the veteran of Impact, of AJ Styles. You've got the veteran of Ring of Honor in Roderick Strong. And it's like, holy shit, you can't ask for a better match for mid-card.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I mean, you have fucking AJ Styles and Nakamura had a history last year. So I'm hoping that AJ,
We're a fucking cup!
And I got Roderick Strong, and he's like, you think maybe he could be in the main roster, but at the same time, I think he's pretty good at where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine where he is right now. With the Undisputed Era, he's got a championship. He's had some really good matches in NXT, whether it be defending the North American Championship or even before then. Hell, even before he joined the Undisputed Era, he was doing really well. So, I mean...
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, you got all 3 very good competitors. So, just trying to figure out who is going to win in this match and become the better man.
Mm.
And honestly, I know this is probably no surprise, but it could be AJ Styles.
Could very well be, yeah.
I mean, the guy is money, and that's just the fact. He is one of those guys that, yeah, he's in the OC, and yeah, he's been all over the world and whatever, but this guy is money. And when you look at Shinsuke Nakamura, and it's not a knock on him, no pun intended, he is probably never going to be as in a higher level than AJ Styles,
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately.
true.
Roderick Strong, we'll see.
Yeah. One thing I will say about this match is you can almost guarantee it's going to be very hard hitting.
Oh, God. Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, we've seen how stiff AJ can be in the ring, even though, like, he gives guys a heads up ahead of time, like, be ready for it.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Ask Miz after he had his teeth knocked out of his head, practically.
Shit, yeah.
Roderick Strong, man, can that dude throw a chop worth the best of them? His backbreakers are endless. That's why they call him the Messiah of the Backbreaker.
Yes.
Shinsuke Nakamura, well, we all know what he's capable of.
Yep.
So you put them three in a ring together, and holy hell.
I mean, that's gonna be tough, and there's nothing to take away from Roderick Strong or Shinsuke Nakamura, but if you look at it from, a professional wrestling perspective, here's a guy that's been multiple champion everywhere, and we've listed his credentials, so AJ Styles can back it up.
Yeah.
I just think that he's more credible to win the match on Sunday.
Yeah, you could say that. And, you don't believe me? Roderick Strong throws a hard chop. Ask Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
That dude's chest looked like friggin' ground beef by the time he was done.
Yeah. Oh, we have this match, and a pretty interesting one at that. You've got Daniel Bryan taking on The Fiend Bray Wyatt. What a show that's been.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at it this way. 2013, you've got Bray Wyatt, who's trying to get Daniel Bryan to join the Wyatts. New Year's happens, and Bryan decides that he's going to do that. He joins the Wyatt team, and I was like, it's too soon. Just because he has a beard, now that he has had that heel experience last year, it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it now, I like the fact that and I knew this was going to happen too. The Universal Champion was going to go over to SmackDown. It doesn't make sense to have a red title on the blue brand.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to see Bray Wyatt do that magical thing to the title. And I would personally fucking buy that myself. There it is, And so you got these two guys. They've had many good matches prior to that thing in 2013. So, I don't know. I like to see Bryan win the title from Bray Wyatt now. I don't know. At the Survivor Series, it could be further down the road. I'm not quite sure. I think Bray Wyatt definitely needs a longer title reign.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that whole bullshit with the WWE title.
Mm.
He definitely needs a better reign at this title.
Yeah.
Bryan definitely will get the Universal Championship. It's not going to be Sunday, I guarantee you.
Not likely. And it seems to be one of those things where Bryan loses the WWE Championship to Kofi. He becomes a tag team champion. He loses the tag titles. Kind of goes off on a run on his own. There's that whole stupid shit with Rowan. And then it's like, oh, what's Daniel Bryan gonna do? Is he gonna be the yes man again? Is he gonna be the power of the planet guy? Is he gonna be neutralized? I mean, the promo he cut on SmackDown with the Miz is like, I'm crazy and crazy people do desperate things, and Bray Wyatt, he's not all up there as well, and we're a fit for each other and all this other stuff. So kind of makes you wonder where it's going to go in that aspect.
Yeah.
Giving Bryan another shot at a title is actually not a bad thing. Just doesn't seem to be that now would be the right time for the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, to lose the title. He's only held it a month, roughly.
Yeah, that is true.
So, well, since Crown Jewel.
Yeah, so it was basically, just a few weeks.
Okay, so yeah. So a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
It's not gonna work.
No. Not right now. Down the line, yes, but not right now.
Yeah.
So, I guess, we're both in agreement then.
And I mean, could Daniel Bryan win the championship and be a good champion? Sure he could. What they do with it, who knows? Will they maybe turn him face again and go with that? Potentially. We'll have to wait and see, though.
Right. Yeah. So, wow, we're really on fire.
I mean, it almost seems as if they're wanting to turn Bryan face now. I think they're just waiting for the right moment to do it.
Yeah, I mean, when they turned him heel again, it just... Well, it was out of place. I don't know why. It was like, okay, let's go with... He's obsessed with the title now, and he just dick kicked City, AJ Styles, and now he's this insane motherfucker that's gonna be the WWE champion. And it's like, that was so fucking out of nowhere.
He's just wanting to save the planet and recycle, and you're killing the earth, you're destroying the earth, and you're destroying yourselves by what you consume, and all this other stuff, and let's not even bring up that god-awful title.
Oh, that thing. Wooden fucking bland fucking piece of shit toilet fucking stool softened piece of shit fucking title. Yeah.
Jesus.
So, yeah, there it is. Bray Wyatt. Now we have this match. We've got the WWE title. We got Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio.
Hey, lady.
I saw a little bit of Raw and the highlights, obviously, this week in WWE. I think that was the most passionate speech.
Ray's given?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you look at it this way, and I think that if Ray doesn't win, on Sunday, then that's it.
Mm.
Because he's had opportunity after opportunity. He's had the world title. He's had the WWE title once for like 24 hours. Again, fuck you, Vince. So, well, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do then? Because here's a guy that definitely deserves the WWE Championship. Now, you got Brock Lesnar, and he came back, to go on the debut of SmackDown on Fox. And what happens? Well, we gotta have Kofi Kingston lose the match, lickety split. Why? Who fucking knows? Because we gotta have Brock Lesnar be the WWE champion because he's the guy. He's the sports guy. Okay, whatever. So what happens? Cain Velasquez comes in. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We got the guy that beat Brock Lesnar in the UFC for the championship, and that's great. So what happens? We gotta have the match at Saudi Arabia. We got the match at Saudi Arabia. We got Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez for the WWE Championship, and you would think that fucking Brock Lesnar would lose and have Cain Velasquez go over, but we have to have Brock Lesnar have the fucking redemption because why? He's a fucking moron. So now he's the champion. Yeah, he shows up on Raw. Whatever the fuck. So now he's going after Rey fucking Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio is on fire. He's great. He's got whatever the fuck he has to do. And the fact of the matter is, the guy is a champion, and the guy needs to fucking leave because he's a disgrace to the fucking company. Why? He's one of those guys that just doesn't wrestle. He doesn't show up all the time. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. The fact of the matter is, the guy's a fucking moron. I don't like him. I never liked him. And you got Rey Mysterio, who should have a championship before he fucking retires. And yeah, you got Dominic. Dominic is training to be a wrestler. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he turns on Rey at some point. Not Sunday. That wouldn't make any fucking sense. So let's see what happens on Sunday. I want to see Rey Mysterio win the title. Win the title, have a big fucking celebration. Because you know what? He fucking deserves it. And fuck Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar has had his fun in the sun. You know what? If you want to go fuck off to UFC again, be my fucking guest. But you know what? You had Kofi Kingston win, and then you had him lose in a matter of seconds to Brock Lesnar. Why? Who knows? You got Cain Velasquez, he loses, and Brock is still the champion. I don't know what's going on in this business anymore, but you know what? Having Wade go over on Sunday is the right thing to do. Other than that, you know what? If you fuck it up, that's your business.
I'm glad to see Rey in the main title picture again. He deserves it. He hasn't been in the main title picture in, I'll say, 10 plus years. He should be there. He's where he needs to be. And, the fact that it's for the WWE Championship is great. We'll just have to see what it's gonna take for Rey to beat Brock. Because I'm sure it's gonna take an army to beat Brock.
No, I agree. This is the David and Goliath story. And I can understand that Rey has lost against the Big Show. He's lost against The Undertaker. But if you don't break Brock Lesnar on Sunday, then he needs to step the fuck off. Because I'm tired of having hope and then it gets taken away. And as far as Dominic is concerned, shit or get off the pot. That's all I can say. So, for me, it's gonna be Rey.
I can see Rey putting up a good fight. and giving it all he's got? Can he beat Lesnar? I think so. Will he? That's a hard one. Because I really think all it would take is one move from Brock and it'll be all over. On the other hand, say Dominic does get involved and maybe he helps Ray win the title. Could very well happen. I mean, it is a no-hold-barred match after all.
Yeah,
So,
and that's the thing. I mean, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as Dominic helps Ray or Dominic turns on Ray. For Dominic to turn on his father makes absolutely no fucking sense.
yeah.
So, I'm not quite sure. But keeping the title on Lesnar and having Lesnar just treat the fucking thing like a joke is disrespectful to the fucking company, but at the same time, you don't have any tag team matches! So, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
So, this has been the Survivor Series prediction show. So, it should be fun either way. I know that there's been some talk about it and stuff like that, but it should be fucking fun. I mean, a lot of these things in the past have been fun, you know, so we'll find out. I mean, yeah, the tag team match I'm looking forward to. Even though Kofi Kingston and Big E are now replacing the Revival. So, I mean, there it is.
Yeah.
So, next week, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it and figure it out.
Actually, you pick one. I've been saying what we're gonna do. You should pick one.
Yeah, really, eh? Yeah. I had it in my mind somehow AEW came out of my mouth.
AWA.
An old AWA pay-per-view
Yeah.
or
Alright.
show of some kind.
I'll look for one. Obviously, there's gotta be a few on the YouTubes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, alright. Next week, we're gonna do a pay-per-view of some kind. And then the week after that, let's do This Week in Wrestling. Because we have Impact on Fridays. We've got NXT and AEW on Wednesdays. We've Smash, I haven't even been following for a bit.
Yeah, same.
And Ring of Honor. So we'll find out eventually. But yeah, let's do that. I'm pretty sure we can find something. But anyways, for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle, and we will see you next week. Deuces.
Yeah. I know.